Hey everyone. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Happy New Year. And to those of you in the time zones that have already crossed that bridge, that marker, happy 2022. Anyway, I'm Louis Dodampri, also known as Pranananda, Bhagavan Sri Pranananda, and probably by many other names. Thank you for joining me, us, and I'm glad you took time out from your day and set aside your New Year's Eve to be with us. So we're going to spend a half hour here before we do our countdown to the new year. We're taping here at Premadrala Ashram. We're live, actually, broadcasting live from Premadrala Ashram in Southern California, and it's 11:30 Pacific Standard Time here. So as we come into this last 30 minutes, I'm going to do, this is an annual tradition I've been doing. For those of you, I see there are some new people here. So those of you who've known me for years, just tolerate this so I can be inclusive of people who might be meeting me or seeing me for the first time. This is an annual tradition I've been doing for over 20 years and bringing in the new year and reviewing the year that is just completed and is now completing in the next few minutes, and then sharing insights, revelations, and giving a divine dispensation, a blessing for the coming year in ways that will help people accelerate their spiritual training, their personal growth and evolution, ways that will help people heal and grow and expand and find greater happiness, more inner peace, all of that, success in all areas of your life. And so we take this as the most powerful night of the year to do this, to bring completion to what's just wrapped up, and to set the tone, set the vision and the vision board and the wheels in motion so that next year can be the absolute best it can be. So as we complete this 2021, a year ago tonight, I had proclaimed 2021 as the year of healing. And it was, though we're all healing and growing all the time, there was a specific focus and energy in 2021, and all the divine realms on, off, and within this planet were focused on accelerating and amplifying the potential and the possibility that people have to further their personal and spiritual growth and evolution in, as I said, all conceivable ways and inconceivable ways. And I provided many tools and vehicles, talismans, totems, exercises, things to help that, crystals, oils, masters, angels, exercises that help facilitate that process. And some people just really dove in and they saw like a wind rush of acceleration in their lives, and many, many blessings came from it. And some people got very scared by that and went into deep resistance and did the exact opposite. Some people really, kind of ran for the hills, so to speak, and other people dove the deepest ever into sense gratification and selfishness and worlds of desire and materiality, and to really just do the exact opposite. And that for some people who did that, some people kind of went into the deep sleep, and other people, it's interesting watching how it affects different people in different ways. Some people, because of that choice, went into tremendous suffering, which was sad and unnecessary. So this now completes this year of healing. Now, like with all the annual dispensations that I share and that I give, they all continue. It's not like that's complete and we don't do that anymore. They all build upon each other and expand, and you just keep going. But there's a specific focus of each year, and that's the whole reason of me sharing this. So I wanted to come up with something that would work synergistically with the year of healing, and also at the same time stand on the shoulders of it. For those people who really went into, opening their dungeon doors and facing and addressing and hopefully vanquishing their demons, pulling the boogeymen out of the closet, so to speak, addressing some deep childhood wounds, unearthing things that were hermetically sealed or just in deep, deep repression or avoidance. People who really, really dove in on that, they're going to find that this year they'll be harvesting a lot of the fruits of that sacrifice and of that work and that they have done. So the perfect formula that I came up with for this year, for 2022, this year is going to be the year of redemption. And I want to share that in a couple of different ways. The gist of it is that the blessing and the opportunity that is there for everyone, this year is the focus is really about having the opportunity to reclaim a part of yourself that either has been lost or buried or put aside, or to reclaim or claim a part of yourself that you haven't fully owned yet or come into. So it's a tremendous, tremendous opportunity for emergence. It's also an aspect of that is like resurrection. It's like coming back to life. And again, as I said a moment ago, people who really dove in last year, with their tools and their meditations and their practices and working with their healers and facilitators and all of that, you're going to find that this year is going to bring you a lot more ease and a lot more of harvest, so to speak. Success in relationships, in business, in personal experience of yourself and of your experience of the world. And deservedly so. It's also set up, this dispensation, to be a year of rebirth, of renewal and rebirth, and also a reclaimed innocence, where when you can really focus on healing the distorted, disassociated parts of self, what comes forth is obviously a feeling of inner peace, a lot more happiness. And with that comes this feeling of innocence, a joy and an innocence of being able to enjoy the world and walk a lot freer in it. So there's an energy of freedom in this as well. And what in that renaissance and in that rebirth and in that redemption, there's what you'll see is what can be birthed in that, and if not birthed, expanded, if you already have degrees of it, is renewed faith, renewed hope, renewed trust. So those will either be rediscovered or reinvented for some people, or strengthened and taken to unprecedented new levels, which again brings empowerment, it brings freedom, it brings joy. So tremendous, tremendous potential in this year of redemption. And with that, going in that journey with the things I'm describing brings a sense, more of a sense of wholeness. You'll find more purity in your life. And you'll find you'll be gaining a lot more insight and wisdom, which helps you, tackle the initiations and rites of passage that come. Rather than being at the effect of them, you'll find yourself, riding the horse more rather than being dragged by it. So I'm just very, very excited about what this year can be. Lot of growth for people. And for those who last year were in a lot of avoidance and not wanting to really dig in and vanquish those demons and address some of these things that things that people have just held in abeyance, now's the opportunity to do that, because that blessing, as I said, is still there. And this year of redemption will source you all the more. There's an energy that will help you move through these things. So a really important thing that I want to include here. Now, some of the things I'm going to say are important to do and part of life all the time. But again, this year in particular, there's an added energy. It's like, it's like a wild card, or, the bonus card, double jeopardy type of thing. Like you get double the points, triple the points if you do it at this time, because there is a universal and a cosmic energy focusing on specific subjects, and the divine is sending blessings and energy and help from all the celestial realms. So investments made in the topics I'm describing in these few minutes here will reap exponentially greater rewards and fruits than they would in any other year. That's a better way to describe it, because a lot of the things I'm talking about are things we need to be doing all the time anyway. But the reward and the payoff will be so huge because of the synergy of timing it with this dispensation of redemption and all the things that I'm going to share, a lot of tools and totems and things to help you with that. So the really important piece here, and again, I wanted to preempt by the words I just spoke, now more than ever, it's really important, in order for this to work, in order for you to make the greatest gains, it's really important to, for those of you who've been doing it, continue doing it or do more of it, let go of the things that do not serve your highest good. A lot of people cling to things out of loneliness or out of fear or out of fear of change, or, or just the reasons are many. It's really critically important to let go of some of these things. Habits that don't serve you, but you just have been doing them anyway. Addictions. If you haven't been addressing them, now's the time. They don't serve. They come from wounds. They come from all kinds of things that have hurt us in our lives, and we develop these addictions to avoid the pain. Go after them, because they're holding you back from the real gains you can make in life and the real riches you can be attaining in all areas of your life, not just money. Happiness, love, relationship, business, family, friendship, adventure. Same with relationships. If you have toxic relationships you just hang on to because you don't want to be alone, it's the cost of doing that. This is how the year of redemption works. It's like head and tails of the coin. The cost of doing that, of holding on to toxic relationships that don't serve your highest good, or that your soul and God are not wanting to be in your life, the cost of clinging to those will be exponentially greater to you and more painful than any other time in your life. So it's time to address that. You either heal them and fix them or let them go, because they're holding you back. Now, it's really important, caveat here, not to become judge and jury and start judging everyone. You're this, you're that, and I got to get rid of you. I don't mean that at all. I meant looking at yourself. Please avoid the temptation to judge people, that they're not on your page, they're not on your level, they're beneath you, they're this or that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that inner voice of listening of what is my soul, what is God, my higher self asking of me, as opposed to what am I clinging to out of desire, out of fear, out of loneliness, out of unworthiness, low self-esteem. You've got to take the high road, or I invite you to take the high road and align with what God is asking of you, and avoid judging other people, but start serving what you need to be doing. Also, and it might be job too. They've done surveys where, like, I know, at least in this country, that 60% of people absolutely hate their jobs. That's no way to live. It's important to love what you do. And if you don't, either find a way to love it or do something else. This is a key year to focus on that as well. If you're just dragging yourself through life at a job that you don't like and it's just wearing you down, there's a cost. That shortens your lifespan. There's a cost. It's toxic energy that you're bringing in. So follow your passion, follow your dream. The money will flow. I remember when I was, in university, and people are always focused on looking for the job that pays the most. And this is such a tawdry and ignorant and unhealthy way to coach students in life. It's important to tell people in college and in high school and to follow your dream, follow your passion. The money will show up. It doesn't mean you're all going to, be billionaires. Everyone's not meant to be a billionaire. That's not the point. The inner happiness is your richness. The inner peace, that's your wellspring of true wealth. And material abundance flows when you're aligning with what's serving your highest good. This is also a great year of letting go of belongings. This is a really, really powerful year to clean out the closets and let go of things, objects, belongings, clothing. It's just part of this renaissance and renewal. Just let go of the old energies so this new version of you, higher, better, bigger, brighter, bolder, more effulgent, can come forward. So as you can see, part of like letting go of what's holding you back, you holding yourself back with old energies or toxic energies, that goes hand in hand with some of these other things. Alrighty. This year, 2022 is a 222 in numerology. That's a 6. So that's Christ consciousness. So that energy of Christ consciousness is really amplified this year on the planet. So that means when you make choices that are coming from unconditional love, coming from mercy and compassion and forgiveness and wholeness and kindness, the rewards will be even greater than they've ever been. They're always great for that kind of behavior, but they will be amplified, double jeopardy. It's like the bonus round. And choices made that are the opposite of that are from darkness and depravity and selfishness and greed and corruption and meanness and anger, the cost of those choices will bear down on individuals way, way more heavily. And what that will do is drive the polarity infinitely wider than it's ever been, which is a beautiful thing. So I know I'm going a little fast because we have this thing with the grains of sand falling through so I can hit my countdown. So this is going to be a very powerful year to enter relationships, personal and business, but only if they are divinely guided. I want to underscore that so people don't run out and say, "Oh, he said I gotta find a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or I need to get married this year, or I gotta start a business." No, I said divinely guided ones. So if they're not being divinely guided and you don't feel that calling from your heart of hearts or from God or your guides, your higher self, it's better to go it alone, to fly solo, and you can still have all the successes and the gains. So please, Mark, don't mince my words. But if relationships come into your life, the opportunity to have them in business as well as personal, if they're divinely guided, tremendous opportunity for affiliation and union in that way. Really, really powerful this year. And those that are formed based on desire and neediness they will always fail, but this year they'll fail bigger and faster, which again is a good thing. So you won't have to suffer as much. So again, showing the polarity, that where you align your consciousness, there's a great amplification in that this year. Okay, let me see. I want to go into some totems for you here. I came up with the phrase, this is the year of finding the pearl in the oyster. That's what the year of redemption is about. And for that reason, the crystal or the stone that I've chosen this year is the pearl. So pearls will carry that energy of redemption and that renaissance and rebirth. And the color is white. And the master overseeing this is Lord Serapis Bey, who is the Chohan of the fourth ray of ascension, along with Archangel Gabriel blowing his trumpet. So you've got this ascension ray energy of purity and wholeness. The flower is the white gardenia. And the essential oil these are all totems and talismans that will empower and further and help you in this regard. And the oil this year will be neroli, which is made from the blossoms of the orange tree, orange blossoms. And it's one of the highest vibrational oils there is on earth. and it opens the crown. And it also, because it comes from the orange tree, the orange is symbolic of the great central sun, so which is, a metaphor for the creator. So this really refined energy of neroli oil to open the crown is be very, very helpful. And again, with the great central sun, rebirth, renewal, the time of day that is most powerful this year, it's always powerful, but this year exponentially so, is sunrise. So whenever you have the opportunity to do your meditations at sunrise, and if you can ever do them outside, again, don't get obsessive compulsive or get neurotic about it. But when you have the opportunity to do them outside at sunrise, or at least when the sun's rising up, if it's coming from behind a hill or a building, whatever. But if you can get somewhere where the sun's coming up on the horizon, it doesn't have to be every single day, but whenever you have the opportunity, it'll be really, really powerful. Also, flame meditations. I've taught them in the past, having a flame on a candlestick at eye level, about arm's length in front of you, so the flame is right in front of your eyes. And you gaze into the center of that flame for at least 5 minutes. You don't need to do even more than 10, but between 5 and 10 minutes, and you'll kind of intuitively know when. And then you can close your eyes, and the flame will still be there. You'll still see it. It'll be really, really powerful to do flame meditations. Another thing that will empower and accelerate these energies is planting bulbs in the springtime. If you don't have a garden, you can do them indoors. There are plenty you can grow in rocks and water. You can plant them in a friend's garden or relatives. Planting bulbs will bring that energy into your life of renewal and redemption and reemergence. Let me see. Anything else? I talked about the six-pointed star is a very powerful totem. Another power totem this year is the lingam. So be using lingams, the egg shape, lingam for your power grids for protection. A power food for people, and only if you already eat it, is eggs. Not if you don't eat eggs or you don't like them or they're not in your diet, you don't have to start eating them. But if you already eat them and like them, it's going to bring you even more energetically and alchemically than they ever have before. Now, don't start gorging yourself on them and make yourself sick either. But definitely the lingam. Okay, I got them all. I got everything I really wanted to get in there. Got only a few minutes left for the countdown. Amazed I got, what's that?
For the break.
For the break, sorry. We're going to have a break and then come back for the countdown. So, but the recording keeps going, correct, on the break? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, that's where we're at. And there's a powerful animal totem. I've used this one before, but it's really appropriate. Some of you might find great help with the animal of rabbit, because the rabbit is the wise innocent, which is symbolic of having come through the trials and tribulations, the rites of passage, and they have attained wisdom while reclaiming their innocence. And that's why the rabbit is such a powerful animal totem, because they have this innocence like a child, but they have tremendous wisdom. So they symbolize the wise innocent, and that is very, very powerful and in alignment with this whole energy and year of redemption and resurrection and reemergence and rebirth. So 2022, the year of redemption, reclaiming part of yourself that has been either never come to fruition, never been born from within you, or something that you lost a long time ago. It could be your joy, it could be your innocence, your playfulness, your trust, your faith, your hope. So you could see in the course of the year it happening in a lot of areas of your life. I highly recommend pick one in particular, because that will, when you harness and focus the energies, it creates a lot more success. Now, it's going to happen in multiple areas of people's lives, but I'm inviting and asking everyone to pick one in particular as your goal, as your vision of something you want to reclaim or claim in your life, and have that come forward and bloom and take hold of you and be expressed in and as and through your life and who you are in this world. A lot of people, have lost their hope. A lot of people have lost their faith. A lot of people have lost their joy. I mean, look at all the stuff that's happening in the world. People have lost their innocence, their trust. Those are some of the primary things that people have lost. And this year, pick one of those that you really want to see strengthened and brought back and take hold of your life and your world. And I promise you that others will come as well, but focus on one in particular. And you don't have to pick it this second. Meditate on it, be with it. You'll probably wake up with it tomorrow, if you don't already know it just by my saying it. So we're going to have a break now, folks, and then we'll be back for our countdown. So thank you for joining me. This is a very, very exciting year, and I just can't wait. Can't wait. All right, we'll be right back. All righty. We are back. Just over a minute to the new year. This is unbelievable. Where did that go? Blink. All right, folks. And we are now 59 seconds. I usually do my countdown around 20 seconds, so I don't have to bore you with the whole minute of... I have my sparkling apple cider. There we go. All right. What a year this has been. What a year this has been. La 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 la. It's just like I'm falling in love. Alrighty. May you all have a wonderful, wonderful 2022, this year of emerging Christ consciousness, redemption, reemergence, rebirth. Here we go. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Oh my God, I can't believe I just got chills. Woohoo! Salud per cent'anni. Wow. We did it. You feel different? I feel reborn. Oh, I got a clink coming. Clink. All right. Oh, you almost broke it there. All right. Thank you. So, wonderful, wonderful opportunities. First and foremost, I want to thank you with all my heart for taking time out from your New Year's Eve, spending it with me, and for those of you who are already in tomorrow, in New Year's Day, to either stay up late at night or get up early in the morning, or still to take the time to be here with us and celebrating it. I really appreciate that. I see a lot of new faces there I don't recognize, and that tickles my heart. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this, and that I know I had to talk faster to get it all in a half hour. Maybe next year I might adjust the timing. We'll see. But we got it all in. And we kick-started this new year in a profound way, and may it bring untold blessings to each and every one of you. I hope you take heed of the opportunity here and the tremendous blessing that is available for tremendous growth and transformation, upliftment, and finally in this world, and more peace and happiness and joy. Let it fill your lives by following these very simple steps, this very simple guidance and advice and inspiration. And may it spill out of your lives into all those whose lives you touch in ways seen and unseen, known and unknown, your soulmates, families, friends, and people you don't even know. We're so interconnected, and the world needs it now more than ever. So have hope, have faith, have trust, claim what it is you want to shine and bring forth this year, and go for it. It's all there, the pearl and the oyster, waiting to be claimed. All right, beloveds, I even wore my pearl here. I got a Tahitian black pearl here, just a symbolic of it. All right, folks. Thank you so much. I'm going to chime it out with my Tibetan bells here. Thank you so much. I will go 6 for the Christ consciousness of the numerology of the share. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hear the fireworks. 5. Happy New Year. God bless you. I love you. I bless you. And I wish you the best. I'll be with you. All right. Okay, folks. Namaste. Let the magic and the festivities ensue. I'm Louis, and I'll be chatting with you soon. Take care.